This is the 2026 base model Y in the brand new coastal blue color. And these are my new friends. In this video, I want to talk about what I dislike about the base model, what people say is bad, but I think it's actually not too bad, and also what I actually prefer on the base model compared to the premium model. Shall we start? What's crazy to me is that this is the cheapest Model Y. I mean, it comes in at just above 40,000 euros. With this new coastal blue color, it costs 1,300 euros more. But I mean, 40,000 euros or a bit more for a SUV that is electric, that can even drive itself. Come on. And that's another reason why I'm looking forward to make this video, because the premium model costs 10,000 euros more. But is it really worth it? We will find out by the end of this video. Let me start with the thing that I said is the reason why I would never get the base model. It's this super tiny Frunk. I mean, look at this comparison photo, premium and base model. It's such a big difference. However, what many people don't expect, there is much more room than just this thing here. But I'll show you that later. A positive thing though is that you can literally just slam it and it closes, because in the other models you always have to press down here or even sit on it in order to close it. Something I dislike is definitely the missing glass roof. Even though it's kind of strange, because if you look from the outside, we do have a glass roof. However, Tesla just put this roof liner underneath and you cannot see through. And it's such a shame, because as you know, I love to sleep in the car and I love to look through the glass roof, look at the clouds, even look at the stars. But here, it's not possible. When it comes to the exterior, I actually quite like the back. I think Tesla have done a good job on this. Ignore the poop, that's from the cows. But the front is also not that bad. I mean, compared to the performance model looks a lot more sportier, and this one is just clean and nice. But definitely something I dislike are the wheels or the rims. I'm not even sure if you can call those rims, but I mean, what is this? Come on. And now for a second, imagine what it sounds like when I touch them. And now here's the reality. They sound so cheap, that's crazy. And if you remove them, it looks even worse. But hey, I guess they are very good for efficiency, because this Model Y has a crazy efficiency. Then when we go inside, almost no one knows that you can open the doors like that on the Model Y and Model 3. Inside, it actually feels very nice. I mean, of course, we don't have the ambient lighting, but that doesn't really matter. We also don't have the rear screen, also doesn't matter. And the seats, they actually feel nice. So even though it's cheaper material in here, it still feels premium. And apparently it's super easy to clean them as well, because you don't have this really sensible leather, if that makes sense. One downside though is that they are not ventilated. So they are heated in winter, that's super nice. But now in summer, especially because I sweat very easily on my back, so therefore it would be nice to have ventilated seats in here. I've been wondering, they recently put darker liner on the Model Y Premium and Performance. However, they said on the standard it still will be gray. However, look at that, it's all black. And I feel like this is what makes it feel so premium in here. Also something that I've seen in videos from the US, what the base model can't do, fold the mirrors. However, I found that if you lock the door here, it works. So maybe that's just the case for the base Model Y that is coming out of Berlin. But I mean, the base Model Y is very similar to the premium. Of course, we also don't have the light bar here, but who cares? Something else I need to point out in here is there are no control buttons on the side. First, you might think that's annoying, because if you want to adjust your seat, that's not possible. Well, it is possible, but you got to do it here on the screen with those buttons. So that is a little bit annoying. However, how many times do you really have to adjust your seat? Because you can set the driver's profile and the seat will be in the position where you need it. And because I'm sleeping a lot in the car, I often also need to move the seat forward. I also have created a driver's profile for this called bedtime. Unfortunately, not for the passenger seat. I still have to do that manually, and now I cannot do it here. I have to go on the screen and actually hold that button. So yeah, to be fair, this is annoying. When it comes to driving, I think it drives just like any other Tesla. It doesn't have this acoustic glass, so therefore the cabin doesn't insulate that well. But either way, it is quiet in here. I've already done 1000 kilometers with this one. And even though I had a Model Y Premium the entire last week for filming as well, I never thought this one is much noisier than the Premium. So good job on that as well. Something else that is a little bit annoying, yeah, I still do have this camping box. I made another video. However, another thing that is annoying is to fold down the seats. You cannot do that here because that's super nice. In the Premium model, you have buttons in the back, but also here on the side. But in this model, you need to pull these. That's so old school, but that's also a good segue to the things I actually prefer on the base model compared to the Premium and Performance model. Those seats, I don't know why, but they actually fold down more than on the Premium and Performance model. And this is actually such a positive thing if you want to sleep inside, because you want to have this in the back here as flat as possible. By the way, this is the camping box, so usually the bottom is here, and therefore you only have this very small angle change here that you cannot even feel when you're sleeping on it. Something you might have already noticed is different in the base model is this section here. So usually this is closed and you can reach in. However, here it's open, and I actually like that quite a lot, because often when I park somewhere I want to change seats because it's just a lot more comfortable on the other side, because you don't have the steering wheel, and because there is no middle console, it's so easy to change seats. And I think there are already third-party products that you can put here, so you have a compartment to reach in, but there's also something like a fridge that I've seen, which is super cool. So now let me show you the Frunk, because I said in the beginning that it's actually much bigger than you might expect. I mean, it looks tiny, and if you have something big, for example the Tesla Air mattress, and you put that in, it already looks full, but you can actually overload this one by quite a lot. What if I'm telling you all of that fits in here as well? I mean, just to give you an idea, this is the cover from the back. I mean, there's no freaking way that this fits in here, right? But look at this. Doesn't make sense. And I tried that randomly and it gave me an idea. Because if you look at this Frunk from the side, you can see that this part is much lower than this part. And also here, there's nothing really that sticks down or that comes down. So technically you should be able to put the stuff all the way up here. So let me try that. I mean, for example, a helmet. I mean, it already comes over, but that's not an issue. Got a camping mattress, then this one. Technically, we also have those gaps here. I mean, if you want to go wild, you can press that in here. Also on this side, gotta be a little bit careful because there are cables here. Obviously, you don't want to break anything, but I mean, it works. And then I even have, this is my bedding sheet, this is my pillow, and everything is in here. And then this blanket, we take it like that. We put it here on the side. Also take this sleeping bag, that's a massive sleeping bag. I mean, it looks like there's no freaking way, but let's try. It works. I mean, that's ridiculous, and that's why the Frunk from the base Model Y is actually not that small that you might think. I mean, you just saw what I put in there. It's absolutely insane. So what do you think about the base Model Y? Is it good enough, or would you rather spend 10,000 euros more to get the glass roof or the light bar and all of this stuff? Anyways, YouTube thinks you like one of those two videos, so either keep watching something or maybe go on a car camping adventure yourself in a place like that. Or maybe just turn off YouTube entirely and go to bed. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.